Hey everybody, and welcome back to Lindsey's Little Library. So I'm here today because it is Thursday, and that means it's BookList Thursday. BookList Thursday is something I do with Sarah over at Sarah's Nightstand. We come to you every Thursday with some sort of thoughts, ideas, recommendations, something bookish related. So today's kind of subject we're going to talk about is our 5-star prediction follow-up. This is something we did. We teamed up with Layna from Layna's Bookshelf. All her stuff will be down below so you can find her. Super sweet. I love her. She's so fun. But we picked our next set of 3 5-star or books we would think would be 5 stars that will help us get to some sort of goal for the year. I have an arbitrary goal of reading my book of the month books. So mine were book of the month picks, as well as I wanted them to be quick reads because I wanted to hit this 100 books goal that I had for myself, which I did hit, which is phenomenal. I'm actually at like 102, I think. Can't believe that I read that many books in a year, but these definitely helped me reach that goal. I have 2 books to gush over and 1 book that will be going on to Pango. So I don't know what that means, but I think it was a pretty decent round. So the first book to talk about is Things We Do in the Dark by Jennifer Hillier. Jennifer Hillier is, she's one of the queens of writing a book that you just are along for the ride. You are strictly a passenger along for this crazy roller coaster of a ride that she's going to take you on, and she's completely in charge the entire time. So Things We Do in the Dark follows our main character, Paris. This kicks off with such a bang from the very, very start. Paris Peralta is arrested in her own bathroom. She's covered in blood, holding a straight razor. Her very successful, very well-known celebrity husband is dead in the bathtub. She knows she'll be charged with the murder, and it looks horrible, but she didn't do it. She didn't do it. She's adamant that she did not do this. She is also somewhat worried that her secrets of the past might come out throughout this investigation. So then we also have Ruby Reyes. She's known as the Ice Queen. She was convicted of a similar murder 25 years ago in the past. And she is getting out of prison kind of due to a bit of a loophole, but she's being released, and she knows Paris, and she knows Paris's secrets, and she's threatening to reveal the secrets. So you have so many layers here. You have the story of Paris and what's going on with her current situation, which looks very not great. You have her secret in the past, and then you have Ruby Reyes and her whole baggage that comes along with it. This was fantastic. I flew through this book in like a matter of days. I think I was bringing it everywhere with me. The shorter chapters help, the multiple characters help, the mind-blowing, crazy stuff that happens just keeps you so engaged. I love this, love this, love this. This was a 5-star read for me. All right, then I read And None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell, and this has had quite the hype lately, both in my actual like real life friends have been begging me to read this book. It's been pretty popular within the online bookish community as well. Lisa Jewell is another fantastic author in my opinion. I love her books. So this one is, again, another one that just pulls you right in. So we have a famous podcaster, and she is interviewing a stranger, promising to divulge the story of a lifetime. So these 2 people meet. They're from very, very different worlds. They are Alex and Josie. They happen to come upon each other at the same restaurant on the same night, and they're both celebrating their birthdays. They find out that they're birthday twins is what they call themselves. And so just out of curiosity, they have this strange kind of off-the-wall connection. And Alex is a podcaster where she talks about basically successful women and kind of how they got to where they are. And so she takes on Josie, and Josie promises to give her quite the story. And it definitely starts out as quite the story. Quite the story. Josie is quirky and a little strange. Kind of one of those people that you're like, I'm not sure about you, but I'm curious enough to like want to get to know you a little bit. And so Josie just kind of starts inserting herself a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more into Alex's life. And that's about all I can tell you. Let's just say as things are revealed, we take some twisty turns. Josie at one point disappears for a bit. There are definitely some secrets revealed. There are some major questions about what exactly happened in her past that are talked about. It's wild. It's wild is basically what I have to say. And I loved it. And this was a solid 5 stars for me as well. So these books, 100% worth it. Love them. Will tell everyone that they need to pick these up right now. Then we get to the one that's going to go on Pingo. You Again by Kate Goldback. I was hoping for a quicker kind of fall winter-ish read, a little bit of a romance, not rom-com, but like just more romantic contemporary book. So we have Ari and Josh. They meet each other and hate each other instantly. They're both basically in love with the same girl. I didn't get that far into it because I didn't appreciate, how do I even put words into like what I just didn't like to it? I don't even think it was just a not right now book, but Ari drove me nuts from the very beginning. Very, very beginning. I could tell there was going to be a lot of like miscommunication and we're going to say this, but really feel this. And I just don't care about that. I didn't want to read it. I'm not interested in going through 400 pages of you being confused. Did I give this a fair shot? Probably not. Of course, she has to ring the bell. Did I give it a fair shot? Like if Lindsey was talking to Lindsey right now, I'd be like, maybe we should hold on to it. Maybe we should try it another time. Maybe it just wasn't right now. Fair, but I have a whole bunch of those kinds of books on my shelves and something wasn't right. And I'm going to move on. So I will give it a little bit. You comment below if I hear overwhelmingly from all of you guys, because you know what kind of reader I am, that I need to try again. I will listen to you. It wasn't there for me at this point. So I put it down because I had no interest in picking it up. I was way too close to hitting my goal. This wasn't helping me get to my goal. And I'm like, well, that's the whole point of this 5-star prediction round. So we're gonna move on again, unless you tell me that I absolutely need to pick this up. It just, I wasn't here for it at the moment. So, and that's okay. Look at me growing and like moving on. Normally past Lindsey would have struggled through that, probably not made her goal and hated the book anyways. So we just put it down. That's the first time I think that's the first time that's happened during 5-star predictions. For me at least. I've been pretty good about what I've been picking up and knowing myself. So anyways, those were my books for this round. Head over to Sarah and Layna's channel and see what they have for this week. I can't wait to see what they said and what they picked and what they think. Like I said, all that info is below. But yeah, comment, like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And we'll see you next year. See ya.